Hello everyone! Welcome to my stream today! いらっしゃいませ! Did you guys have fun at ARP party over the weekend? I definitely did. So today, as per the title, I'm going to redo the MBTI test. I think a few weeks ago, I saw somewhere on the article, Thank you, Kitty Consternation! ありがとう、コップくんか! Thank you! 謝謝! So I saw a message saying that the MBTI test has been renewed. Apparently there's a new quiz and some new options, and it was also told that MBTI personality changes over time depending on your environment and your age. So before I become a VTuber, the last time that I checked my MBTI, it was, I think, INTP, like something related to logic. Let's go to the gaming stream so I could show the website. So this is the website. Oh, where's my chat? I can't see my chat. Oh, there. So, before I was this one, INTPT, I think? Innovative inventors with a uniqueable thirst for knowledge. I guess it's curiosity. I mean, I am from Ravenclaw, so it makes sense. It's a personality type with the introverted, intuitive thinking, and prospecting traits. That sounds smart. What if after becoming a VTuber, I become less smart? These flexible thinkings enjoy taking an unconventional approach to many aspects of life. They often seek out unlikely paths, mixing willingness to experiment with personal creativity. Okay. Now let's redo our test. But okay, you regularly make friends. Sounds very like a researcher. I mean, my day job is related to analysis and big data, so it makes sense that I am an INTP. But now that I'm a VTuber, you know, things has changed. We're gonna develop a new side in me. I definitely make more friends after becoming a VTuber, so I would say agree. Sorry. You spend a lot of your free time exploring various random topics that pique your interest. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. This includes VTubing. Before I even become a VTuber, I don't even watch a lot of VTubing. And I was like bored. I just tried to learn the basic of Live 2D. So I learned Live 2D, and I also tried learning like Vroid and like putting it into, what was the application again? To make 3D models. I tried that too, so I think I also tried making MMDs. I'm really bad at these things, by the way. I'm just curious, so I kind of spend a short time exploring it to know the basic. So I definitely like exploring new things, and VTubing is definitely one of them. It's not that new to me now though. You have the same MBTI with Albert. Ah, I do. Seeing other people cry can easily make you feel like you want to cry too. Disagree. Not really. I'm the type that if other people are more emotional, I don't really get affected. I feel sad, but it's kind of like, oh, you're emotional, so I have to stay calm and calm you down. So generally when my friends, they're really sad or I'm happy, they come to me because I am stable. If it's the good word, I don't want to say cold. I would say stable because I do try to help them. You have to make a backup plan for a backup plan. Yes, I agree with that. I made like at least 3 or 4 travel I made 3 or 4 travel plans during my vacations, and it actually worked because I did get sick at some point and I had to cancel all of my flight. So that was a good idea. You usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. That is actually not true. So if it's someone else's problem, like they're very emotional, then I can stay calm and like calm them down. That's kind of my natural instinct of doing that. However, I don't know how to say this, but I mess a lot of things up. Like I'm quite dumb. I'm quite clumsy. I forgot my passport. I lost my passport in a foreign country on a public transport, right? I lose my key. I lose my phone. I forget to, like, I wake up late to work because I'm sick, etc., etc. So I often mess up. And when I mess up, I don't know if you can say it's calm or blank. I don't really cry or anything, but I go completely numb and blank. And I just simply stop thinking. Stop thinking and stop doing things. You have one last chance to input password, sweetheart. What password? What password? Oh, you mean one last password? In that case, I would just put something random in there. When I was younger though, I used to be really calm under a lot of pressure. I think when I was like, I don't know, in primary school or even a little bit younger, definitely before grade 3, I used to be very adventurous is the good word to say. Like, I tried climbing upstairs, like maybe the stair was like level 8, level 9 or something. You guys know the kind of stairs that goes like around. So from the stairs looking down, you can see this little hole that's like all the way down to level 1. So I climbed out of the stairs and I kind of just hanged on the stairs. I don't know why. If I let go, so basically if I fell off that stairs and let go of my hand, I would have just died. Straight off died. And I kind of just swinged on the stair. I realized I would die if I let go. So I got a lot of pressure, and I kind of just stayed there for another 3 minutes. And I eventually got back up. Also, when my when my parents came to visit me last year, I burned my hair. Yeah, I burned my hair with fire, and it was like completely on fire. Everyone in the room was like stunned. They're not moving, and I'm like screaming. Oh, actually, I wasn't even screaming. Apparently, my mom said I was really calm. I walked straight to the water fountain in the kitchen. I was like, "Mom, help me! I don't know where the fire is." And then, so she was like, she just followed what I say, and then we resolved the issue. So I would say it depends on what kind of situation is it. If it's the kind of pressure where you kind of need some reflex, like body reflex, then I'd say really calm. But if it's more like dealing with complicated issues that would take very long and has a lot of people involved in it, then I can't really stay calm because I'm really scared of people. I don't really like getting in trouble because I get in a lot of trouble. I get really worried. So maybe in the middle. I'll put myself in the middle. I used to fall from the merry-go-round when I was young and it hurt my nose. How did you even burn your hair cooking? How I burned my hair? I didn't burn my hair cooking. I bought a lot of candles in my house and I was like, I want to smell my candle. So I went really close to the candle and I was like, and I have long hair, right? And my hair just like kind of touched the candle and it started burning from the bottom. Yeah. And I was in the kitchen. The candle was like in the kitchen table. So I was able to run to a water source pretty quickly. And everyone else of the family, they're all in the kitchen. They just didn't know they didn't realize I was on fire, or they were too worried. They were kind of just stunned. In saying that, I never play with fire, okay? It was just an accident. In social event, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you already know. That is actually pretty true. I do like meeting new people, but I don't really like introducing myself to them because I find it a little bit awkward. Thanks, V6 Calls, joining the membership. Arigato, kopkunka. Thank you. Welcome to coffee. Patch. 谢谢. I'll be right back, Effy. Bye, come back soon. Everyone is safe, right? Sure, everyone is safe. This is mostly stories when I was younger. I'm a crazy kid when I was younger. I used to climb roofs, climb trees, climb everything that I can see. I like staying in tall places. I would say strongly agree. I only know people like who, when my friends introduce friends to me, it's fine. But if I have to introduce myself to someone I don't know at all at a party, it sounds really, really frustrating. Remember how I mentioned on the trip when I was with like Eileen, we were at a mall and they said that they were gonna show me to a friend, and I was really frustrated and worried. That's how I am when I get introduced to new people. You prefer to completely finish one project before starting another. Yes, I do. I'm really bad at doing parallel works. I do parallel work very slowly. When I stream, I can't even look at multiple screen and like be able to look at the lyrics and the chat and monitor my music at the same time. I'm just bad at that in general. Did you already have a plan B on how to introduce yourself to others? Yes, you can choose not to go. Thanks for the donation. ありがとう。ขอบคุณค่ะ Thank you. Like plan A is not going, plan B is going, but have your friend introduce you. Plan C is bring a Switch or bring like a phone and just stay alone and like eat food and not do anything at the party. Plan 4 is like you're forced to introduce yourself, so just like, I don't know, last result, just do it. Otherwise you're gonna look lonely on like a little corner and look like a loser, which is what I am. You are very sentimental? No, I don't think so. But I'm actually not very positive in life. I'm pretty realistic, but I'm not sentimental. I'm not always sad. There are times where I get sad and frustrated, but it kind of doesn't, generally not too long. So disagree. Plan E. Stare hard enough until they leave. Hello, handsome. Oh, a funny thing that I want to share. So, otaku culture, right? I did not lie, Master Jingwei. Lie about what? Thanks for joining the membership. ありがとう。ขอบคุณค่ะ Thank you. Welcome. いらっしゃいませ。Yeah, about otaku culture. There's like different level of popularity of otaku culture in different countries, and in Australia it's relatively rare for people to like anime and play games. So a lot of my more introvert friends, they're really worried about talking anime related topic to people. So I told them a trick. If you just accuse people first, like if you say anime and they're like, oh, I don't watch anime, or like, oh, you watch anime? Oh, I don't know about that. I don't watch those stuff. You know, like in a mean way. You can just like be like, oh, you don't even know this anime? You're so outdated. Like, do you know anything on internet? Oh my god. If you sound really confident, they'll somehow believe in you and think that it's their fault. You just need the confidence to believe that it's their fault that they don't watch anime and they don't know anything about otaku culture. It's their problem. You like to use organizing tools like schedule and list. I do like using them, but I prefer using list more than schedules because I always used to make like very, very strict schedule and I never follow them. But if it's a list of things that I have to do, then I feel really good when I like tick things off. So I make list on my trip, I make list for like my VTubing jobs. Like if I make a cover, I'll make a list. I'll be like, oh, 95% complete, 80% complete. I got the recording, I got the mix, I got the movie. And it really does help me because I have short memories. I have very short memories. I don't really remember what I have to do, so I have to write it down. But if it's schedule, nah, I can't follow schedules. They're way too hard to follow, especially when I was a student and I have like study plan. I never follow my study plan more than like 3 days. It's impossible. I just stay there, slack off, and play games. Even a small mistake can cause you to doubt your overall ability and knowledge. Yeah, I do question myself quite a lot. I don't really have a lot of confidence. Like, I have certain level of confidence. For example, I would say that, you know, I like singing. My singing is alright, but I would never say that I'm like really confident in singing. The same with most things. Like, I would say I'm not a terrible VTuber, but I wouldn't say I'm a really good one. I can always find problems, issues that I do doubt myself about, which I don't find too much of a problem. I'm just more realistic. I just evaluate myself more precisely. Not really a lack of confidence. You know, I'm just not overconfident. If you feel comfortable just walking up to someone you found interesting and strike up a conversation. Yeah, I do. I'm fine with that. So if I'm in a social setting and I have to introduce myself to random people, oh sorry, I have a phone call from my mom. Wait, mom. Oh no, mom. I can't stream. I can't talk now. Okay, sorry about the interruption. I don't like introducing myself to people who I met at a social event and I'm not interested in. However, when I meet someone that I'm interested in, I will stalk them for a little bit and then I would strike. I would go up to them. I'll do some research about what they like. Well, obviously, it's because they like the same thing as me, right? Like, if there's someone in my class, and because I like Review Starlight, and I realize she likes Review Starlight too, but we don't know each other, and I would be like, interesting women. And I might like start walking around her, asking other friends like, hey, do you know much about her? La-di-da-di-da. Once I get to know her better, like, you know, what kind of like dress style does she like? What kind of friends does she have? Once I do enough analysis, I'll be like, do a strike and be like, hey, I'm Effy. You wanna be friends? Not like you wanna be friends, but like I'll be like, hey, there's like a Review Starlight movie. Do you wanna go like watch it together? I saw you do something too that day that made me think you like it too. You know, la di da di da. I do that. I DM people. I DM people that I'm interested a lot, and sometimes it can take for a while for me to take action. Like, I remember this girl. I hope she doesn't watch my stream. Oh, she doesn't really know. So there was this girl I wanted to be friends with. There was no particular reason. I just thought that we had a lot of commonalities and like same interests, and I thought we would be like good friends. So she was not my friend. She was like my friend's friends. And I was like slowly stalking her a little bit, and like it took me almost 6 months, and at some point I had the opportunity to be friends with her. Now she's one of my best friends. Now she's one of my best friends. So yeah, I feel comfortable walking up to someone. Oh no, can I redo that? I just realized I don't feel comfortable just walking up to them straight away. I have to do a bit of analysis before I am comfortable walking up to them. I don't actually want to walk to them first. Six months of semi-stalking. I think first striking conversation is hardest in conversation. Too nerve-wracking. But if you're having a conversation with someone you're interested in, isn't it not that bad? That's why it's so hard to make new friends. Yeah, but I only want to make friends with people who I'm interested in. Hello, welcome. I don't know if it's called stalking, because I'm not like actively stalking them in terms of like going to their social media account. Actually, maybe. If I see someone I'm interested, I'm probably gonna go into their like profile and like, do like a really quick scan. And if I find a lot of commonality or like things that I'm interested in, you know, interest level up. But I won't really I won't really actively do anything. I'm kind of just passively waiting for the chance. But once I do get the chance, like for example, we go to an event together, or we like somehow got close, I would like strike and start a conversation. They're gonna probably think that I'm an extrovert and I'm just like coming out of nowhere, starting a random conversation, which they are generally interested in because I did some research on them. But it is pretty challenging. Also, I just realized I stopped doing my challenge of like collabing with external VTubers. Maybe I need to start that challenge again this year. I'm so stressed. You are not interested in discussing various interpretations and analysis of creative works. Disagree? I think other than the outcome, the process of the thinking is also very interesting. If I agree with them, that to say, if I don't agree with them, they give me like a really ununderstandable outcome, I might be like, can't be bothered to listen to you, I'm sorry, bye. Like a small disagree. Also, I've only completed 20% of this test. You are more inclined to follow your head than your heart. Yeah. A little, yeah. Not really. Creativity is not my thing too. Actually, I am okay with being creative, but I don't want to listen to the analysis process because I'm just clumsy. I don't want to listen to long talks. You usually prefer just doing what you feel like at any given moment instead of planning our particular daily routine. That is not true. If I can plan a good daily routine that I can follow, I would love doing it. I do a lot of planning, I just don't follow it. Sorry, let me drink some water. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. I do worry about it. I am conscious of other people's perspective of me. You enjoy participating in group activities. It depends on how big the group is. I don't really think so. If it's like 3 people, 4 people, it's fine, but more than 4 people is a bit too much for me. I have a lot of time to watch you until it reaches 100%. Thank you. You like books and movies that make you come up with your own interpretation of the ending. Nah, I like simple shit. I like simple shit that goes straight into my brain. I'm dumb. Your happiness comes from helping others, accomplishing things that your own accomplishment. More. Don't get it wrong, I do like helping other people, but I think I feel like I can achieve more accomplishment by myself compared to like helping others. So disagree. You are interested in so many things that you find it difficult to choose what to try next. Agree. You are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse. Agree. You know, before I debuted, I was like, oh no, what if I get angel? What if everyone hates me? What if no one understands how, like, when I stream and they just ignore me in the chat? I was so scared. You avoid leadership roles in group settings. Yeah, I don't like leading. I don't like leading at all. I like to follow people. When people just tell me exactly what to do, I'll be like, yeah, okay, I'll do it. You are definitely not an artistic type of person. I think in the middle. I do like art-related things like doing designs, but I'm not particularly good at it. I think I have a really old-fashioned taste in a lot of things. So in the middle. You think the world would be a better place if people relied more on rationality and less on their feelings? I guess so. There are a lot of like psychological tests that proves that, right? You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. Disagree. I always play first. Unless I'm forced to do some kind of chores, I always leave my chores to the end, to the last. I do my chores at like 2 a.m. in the morning. Avoid leadership. No one wants to do. Forced to be leader. People don't even choose me as like forced leader because I don't feel like a leader, to be honest. I don't have any sense of leadership in me. You usually prefer to be around others rather than on your own. A little bit. I like to be around others, but not a lot of people, and I want them to be my friends, where I could kind of chat with them, chilly. Is moral rationality or feeling? Rationality. I think moral is rationality. It's kind of a created thing by the society to protect us human to live. Result. Effy's MBTI. Oh no, it's blocked by the chat. ちょっと待って. Let me check on YouTube. Oh no, it's blocked. I can't see it. Rarely do any chores. Hi Effy, hope you're doing good. Are you excited for Valentine's Day? Valentine's Day? When's Valentine's Day? When's Valentine's Day? Effy's MBTI is cute. No. Thanks for Nana's donation. Arigato. ขอบคุณค่ะ. You're cute too. You're so pretty and cute. Valentine's? It's Valentine's? Oh my god. Really? I forgot about Valentine is the god of love. Oh, right. Because I only remember TC and not Valentine's. When is it? Valentine's Day 2024. 14th of February. Damn, that's soon. There is never a Valentine Day. It's just single day. I'm sorry. You guys are hurting my feelings. Who cares about Valentine's Day? You know, when it's all about other people. You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. Agree. You find it easy to empathize with the person whose experience are very different from yours. Nah, I like people with the similar experience with me, because I don't really think a lot of people does have a similar experience with me. IMO for any discussion with too much theoretical, it becomes something hard to grasp and make it boring. Yeah, if it's my job, it's fine. Making it short and theoretical, but actually theoretical doesn't even mean short. It's just understanding it. Nah, I don't like theoretical ones. You usually postpone finalizing decisions for as long as possible. Yes. Sometimes, I would pretend that I'm offline so I can avoid making decisions. It was even when when I was deciding on whether I want to become a Vtuber, I was really hesitant and it took me a lot of time. I did a lot of research to finally make the decision after many months. Not many months, not that long actually. You really second guess the choice that you have made. I do second guess my choice, I'm sorry. I've been dating myself on Valentine's Day for 20 years. No, what are you talking about? What's Valentine's Day? It's just, you know, capitalisms. It's capitalisms. They just want to sell you roses. Do you try to not put the message on read because you do not know what to answer yet? I do that. Yes. And I've tried many methods. I hate it. I hate like when it shows if people has read it yet. Like I would you know, I would turn, like sometimes the message would pop up, but before you open it in the application, it wouldn't show as read. So what I would do is I would go on airplane mode. And then go and check the message. So the message is there, but you don't have to like, but it would not be turned into readable if you don't have internet connected. Chats who are single on 14. We are all friends. Yahoo! Oh no, you know, we should be like a massive family dating. Wait, that doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound good, right? A lot of people dating each other romantically. we're just saving our money. Yeah, we're just saving our money for buying presents and roses and everything. We don't need that kind of things. After a long and exhausting week, a lively social event is just what you need. No. If I'm tired, I don't want to see people at all. I want to just be by myself on my little bed, sleeping. I don't want to stream. I don't want to go out on parties. I might play some games, but overall, I want to stay by myself. You enjoy going to art museum. I've never been to an art museum before, so I don't really know. But I do really like going to museums. Thanks for Nana's donation. Arigatou, kopkunga. Thank you, Nana. You enjoy... No, I don't really like art museums. You often... Because I feel like I don't really know any, like, artist. And sometimes, all I understand is commercial art. Like, yo, that character has nice hair. Yo, that character has nice clothes. Yo, that character has big boobs. That's what I can understand. But art, like actual art and actual fashion is like too far away from me. You often had a hard time understanding other people's feelings. Actually, I am. I think it is a sad truth about me, especially when I'm younger. Like once I got older, I ask a lot of questions. I like asking questions about how people are feeling and things that they are go through. But I'm actually not very good at like empathizing them, like feeling the same as them is really difficult for me. Thanks for Nana's donation. Oh no, this was the previous donation. Oops. Effy is sweeter than sugar. But yeah, I don't think I can understand and bear the same level of burden with other people. But if they tell me, whatever people tell me, I would just take it that way. I would just believe them. So I can be fooled very easily. You like to do a to-do list for every day. Not every day. No. You rarely feel insecure. That is not true. I do feel quite insecure a lot of the times about myself, and I don't really have a lot of security with my family, because in my childhood I had to move to a lot of places. I have to move between different countries. I had to move between different schools. Like I changed at least 10 schools when I was in primary school, and that caused me to like be afraid of constant change and always feel insecure, especially when there's some kind of change happening. Like if I have to find a new job, if I have to move, or even like getting a second like job like VTubing, I get really anxious and insecure about it. Also, if I lose a friend or two, I would also feel insecure. I would think that I did something wrong so that they are leaving me. You avoid making phone calls. Yes. You often spend a lot of time trying to understand views that are very different from your own. Yes. I like listening to people talk about themselves and about their perspective. It's how I understand people. In your social circle, you are often the one who contacts your friend and initiates activities. Not really. I do initiate some activities, but I'm not good at organizing events, and I also don't have that much friend. So maybe in the middle. Leaving the comfort zone can be scary, but it's actually especially stressful for me. Although I am very used to leaving my comfort zone, but because I was forced to do it so many times, I hate it. I absolutely hate leaving my comfort zone. I don't want to go out. I can explore new technologies and new people, but it's kind of like not too much. Like I'm just like have one of my fingers out of my circle or one of my leg out of my circle. The major things of my life is not changed. I could like stop anytime I want. It's different to when I'm forced to encounter some kind of change. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is get back on track as soon as possible. Not really. It depends on what is more like important at the time. If at the time I have something that's more important, then I'll do that first. Disagree. You are still bothered by a mistake that you made a long time ago. Yeah, I am. I'm still bothered by the fact that I lost my passport at a public transport in a different country. You rarely contemplate the reasons for human existence or the meaning of life. I don't know if my action is considered as contemplate, but I have like a pretty negative view about human existence and the meaning of life. I guess to me, it's just about being happy. So I don't want to think about things like that. Like I do sometimes, but I don't really want to think about really deep questions in my life because they're generally tragic. You know, people eventually will die. Your emotions control you more than you control them. Disagree. I try to control my emotions. Like, I use some weird techniques. I think it's very useful, but for some reason when I recommend it to other people, people don't take it. So when I'm sad or stressed, I view crying as a tool to release stress. Because as a reflex, when you cry very hard, your brain is like, oh no, oh shit, the master of this body is not happy. I'm gonna have to like produce some dopamine to make her happy again. So it's like a mood switcher if you cry. Like legit cry, get some tears out of you. Even if you don't want to cry, it's really helpful. So I do try to like manipulate my feeling to a certain extent. If I can't manage my feelings, like if I get depressed, anxiety, I would just seek help from professionals and go to a doctor or go to a GP to resolve it. But I still consider that as me controlling my emotion because I like actively seeking for help. That should count. You take great care not to make people look bad, even when it's completely their fault. No, if it's their fault, it's their fault. Why would I try to not make people look bad when it's their fault? I mean, I wouldn't try to make them look bad, but I also wouldn't try to help them if it was their fault unless this was like someone I cared about and it's my friend. But if it's a random person I don't know or just my colleague, then no, I don't. But how do you control emotions on the spot? Being angry. Like being angry, essentially you want to like release the energy out of you. Maybe you can. You are the most adorable living thing in this planet. Oh, thanks, Fairy Z Spring Chill for the donation. Arigatou, kopkonka. Thank you. But I don't think I'm the cutest thing. Everyone is cute in this world. Okay, so back to anger. I don't know if this is considered control, but when I'm angry, you know, like for example, today I'm really angry at chat because chat started spamming something bad about me, right? I wouldn't be angry on the spot, but after the stream, I'm gonna take like 10 minutes and start blabber and do stuff like, oh shit, this chat is terrible, I hate chat, I hate them, I'm so angry, these people are so dumb. You know, I'll spend like 10 minutes growling in my room, like about things that make me angry, and then after the whole like, these people are terrible, they're all dumb, like that kind of like angry stage, I feel much better. And sometimes I would even like in that. Oh my god. Okay, so when I was in Thailand, we were actually like kind of got scammed by a hotel. Like we paid for 2 days, and the second day they told us that we only paid for 1. So the second, for somehow when we extended the date, the price was like exactly 2 times the amount for our first day. We were kind of like scammed about it because we asked for 2 days, etc. So my mom was really angry. I was also quite angry. So I was like talking to my mom. I was like, oh, tomorrow I'm gonna go and leave a bad comment on Google Map. I'm so angry, you know. I'm gonna go tomorrow at the front desk. I'm gonna argue with them. I'm gonna tell them that you did this wrong, and they're gonna apologize for me, and I'm gonna be a bastard. You know, I would think about things like that, and like in my head, I don't really do anything. I actually did end up not doing anything, but I run it a few times in my head, and then I'm not angry anymore. I'm sorry, that sounds pretty bad, right? But yeah, whoever makes me angry or whatever makes me angry, I'll imagine some bad things. Like for example, like punching them in the face. But I don't have to actually punch them. I just have to imagine punching them and I'll be happy. And it makes it better if I can share this thought with my friend or family. Like, hey, you know, I really want to punch that. I really want to punch that because they did this, like that. You take great care not to make people look bad. Oh wait, I forgot. We already did this. Disagree. Oh, I'm in the middle. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous burst of energy than organized and consistent effort. Yeah. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you. Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. But I do feel like a little bit insecure. Like, you know, these people, like my chat, they love me. But maybe next year, more cuter VTubers will debut and they'll just forget about me. You know, I'll become irrelevant. But maybe not. You would love a job that requires you to work alone most of the time. Yes. You believe that pondering abstract philosophical question is a waste of time. No, not really. I think it's a good way of understanding people and like their values of life. Not saying that the question, like I don't really care about the answer because there's probably not a exact answer to that question. It's more about the process of discussing about the question and like how different people can have different thoughts and different logic lines they have to getting that certain answer. I think that part is interesting. You feel more drawn to places with busy, bustling atmosphere than quiet, intimate places. No, I like places that are a little bit busy but not too busy. Not too crowded, but still like some people there. You know at first glance how someone is feeling. No, I don't. Unless they tell me, you know, if they tell me, Effy, I'm sad, I'll be like, oh, you're sad, and I just like accept that fact. But I can't really tell people when they're sad. Like I remember I used to be like two of my friends were dating. And I everyone else knows they were like dating. No, actually they weren't dating at the time. Like they weren't official, but they were like dating out, and everyone knew about them. I don't realize anything. And I'm like, oh, they're good friends. Like maybe they don't like each other because they sometimes fight. I was absolutely wrong. They were like flirting with each other. I don't recognize somehow. I'm just like really stiff. I think you do. I think you have sense. I do? Okay, maybe I'll move myself up a little bit. Like, I don't know. Like, it depends on what kind of feeling and emotions it is. If it's someone being sad and tired, I can notice that really quickly. But if it's like people in love or like people hate each other, I can't really notice that. Understanding people will be much easier if we can always take people's word for it. I don't care. If you told me the words, I'm gonna believing it. Because what I say is pretty much exactly what I think. You often feel overwhelmed. Yes, because I like challenging myself in certain ways. Like I'm actually pretty weak. I can't do a lot of things at the same time, but I keep getting like interested in new things. I want to try more and I want to work harder. So I start like stuffing things on my schedule until I get sick, or at least I feel like I'm gonna get sick, and I feel overwhelmed and I feel stressed until I finish everything. So yeah, I often feel overwhelmed. I agree with Kitten-kun in this topic. But at the same time, if you take people's word like straightforwardly, there could be some like harmful word. It's difficult unless everyone says exactly what they think. Maybe sometimes you are spicy and you haven't concentrated. Maybe sometimes you ate spicy and you haven't concentrated. Concentrate on spicy food? Hello, what are you doing? I'm doing MBTI test. I'm redoing the MBTI test. Previously, I was INTP, and I want to see if my personality has changed after becoming a VTuber. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. Yes, I think so. You are very intrigued by things labeled as controversial. What is controversial? What is something that's controversial? Nah, I don't even know what controversial means. Like, I know what it means, but it's hard to put it in picture in real life. Like, if I'm interested in COVID? Would you pass along a good opportunity if you thought someone else needed it more? It would depend on the situation. It would really, to be honest, I think it would really depend on the situation. If the opportunity is that good, I'm really honest, I won't give it away. But if the opportunity was good, but it wasn't like if it's not something that I really needed, and I have a really good friend, like someone I really care about that needs the opportunity, then I would pass it away. But if it's someone, again, honestly, I'm the type of person who treats my friends and family, and like, doesn't even have to be my close friend, but at least people that I care a little bit about, like some friends, I would try my best to help them. However, for people that I don't really know, unless it's something serious, I guess I don't really want to give them the opportunity. So maybe in the middle. You struggle with deadlines. No. You feel confident that things will work out for you. No. No. All of these questions are very situational based, depends on how we read the question. Yeah, but I think that's why they give you like strongly agree with strongly disagree. Like for this one, if I have to hesitant about like the situation, I'm probably in the middle. Huh? What is this? Wait, isn't this the same one? What? Wait, I just changed from INTP to ISTJ. Wait, no, but it's the same one, isn't it? I'm so confused. Wait, I was logician like last time, but I was INTP. But now it's different. I don't know why. What? I'm not sure I understand. Wait, Logicians are practical and fact-minded individuals whose reliability cannot be doubted. I am surprisingly very reliable. This sounds so stupid, but I'm very clumsy. Although I am very clumsy, but when I'm not clumsy and forgetful, I am very reliable. At least I try my best to be reliable. 64% introvert. For those who say that I'm not an introvert, I am. I'm 64% introvert. I just become extrovert in like some very specific circumstances when I meet people I'm interested in, like my chats. You know, I love you guys. Introverted individuals tend to prefer fewer yet deeper and meaningful social interactions and often feel drawn to calmer environments. So. I definitely agree you got the T. What's the T? Observant. Observant individuals are pragmatic and down to earth. They tend to have a strong focus on what is happening or likely to happen. Yeah. 68% thinking. Thinking individuals focus on objectivity and rationality, often dismissing emotions in favor of logic. They tend to see effectiveness as more important than social harmony. Yeah. When I'm in teamwork, like not in a friend environment, but in like a teamwork, working environment, I'm like the devil's advocate. I would actually tell people off and be like, hey, you have to work now. The deadline is gone. When I was like doing the Cendrillon cover with Hai, I kept on DMing him like really scary emotes. Not scary emotes, but like this kind of emotes. It's deadline. It's past deadline. Have you recorded? Have you mixed? You know, like that. So I guess effectiveness. Okay, I really prefer effectiveness and efficiency because I'm very lazy and I want to spend more time with my friend than like working. So I want to get my work done with like the least effort as possible. That made me think more, a little bit more. 54% judging. Judging and prospecting. Judging individuals are decisive, thorough, and highly organized. They value clarity, predictability, and closure, preferring structured and planning to spontaneity. Yes, I like it. I like shopping. I like when I go shopping and they just tell me the price and not like have any hidden price in there, even if the price is a little bit higher. I like the security of knowing the price. It just makes me feel good, in control of things. Mm. 68% turbulent. Turbulent individuals are self-conscious and sensitive to stress. They feel a sense of urgency in their emotions and tend to be success-driven, perfectionist, and eager to improve. Not really. I'm not perfectionist, but I guess I have a little bit of eager to improve. I hope I have improved a little bit in my streaming techniques. I do hope. I feel like I did improve before, but once I go on a holiday and I come back, my brain is just shrunk by 50%. Maybe it was because I got sick so many times. Before we move on to your profile, would you like an emailed copy of your address? No. There's T and A. What's the difference? I'd be more frightened by not using whatever ability I've been given. I'd be more frightened by procrastinating and laziness. Nah, I don't mind procrastinating and laziness. I'm lazy. I'm very lazy. People with the ISTJ personality type mean what they say and say what they mean. Oh. Oh. Yeah, that is exactly what it is. If I say something, I mean it. If I say I don't mind, I don't mind. If I say I mind a little bit, I mind a little bit. If I say I really care, I really care. And when they commit to doing something, they make sure to follow through. With their responsibility and dependable nature, it might not be surprising that ISTJ personalities also tend to have a deep respect for structure and tradition. Nah. I don't really have any. I think I like organization. Like a little bit of organization. If it's not too strict, I like it. But if it's too strict, nah, I'm sorry. I prefer to be able to slack off. Clear hierarchies and expectations. But yeah, clear hierarchy and expectation is nice. Even if there's no clear hierarchy, I'll probably still treat it as if there is. Not really for VTubing though. I feel like I'm still a little bit V-Xing-Xiang. I get told off times by times for doing something chaotic and dumb. While ISTJ may not be particularly flashy or attention-seeking, they do more than their share to keep society on a sturdy, stable foundation. In their families and their communities, people with this personality type often earn respect from their reliability, their practicality, and their ability to stay grounded and logical in even the most stressful situations. Why is there so long? I don't want to read all of them. Picking up the slack. ISTJ may often find themselves doing others' work and not getting credit for it. Yeah, sometimes. I try my best. I mean, not try my best, but I would do like the acceptable amount. If I think I'm doing way too much, then I'll probably point it out. Lot logicians you may know. I wish if they could tell me like what VTubers in this category. That would be fun. I want to see a little bit like romantic relationship. People with the ISTJ personality are dependable through and through, and this trait is clearly expressed when it comes to their romantic relationship. As creature of habit, ISTJ tends to deeply respect traditions that they were brought up with, and they hope to share their cultures and their values with a partner who's openly exploring them together. While their reserved and structured nature can make dating ISTJ challenging, people with this personality are truly dedicated partners, willing to devote tremendous thoughts and energy to ensure stable and mutually satisfying relationship. Yeah, I agree. If I ever have a fight with my friends, or I suspect that they're angry at me for some reason, I would often like initiate a very calm conversation, and I'll be like, because of this, that, I feel like we have some issues with our friendship. Is this true? If you have anything that you think I did wrong, you can say it and we can communicate it if I could improve it. Or if it's something that hurt you deeply, I can apologize for it. Or if it's some kind of misunderstanding. Thank you, Monster Nation. Arigatou, ขอบคุณค่ะ Sounds nice trying to maintain a relationship. It doesn't always work out as good as people think. Like every time when I say I like communicating in relationship, people are like, oh, that's good. That's a good thing, right? And like communication is so important in communication in a relationship. But I generally communicate like relationship related conversations in like a very calm and logical way. Not really because I don't care, which a lot of people interpret it as. It's more because I don't want myself to be emotional when I am talking about these kind of situations that like affects a relationship. Like I want the both of us to stay logical first, and then like once we have the conversation, we can kind of go back to being emotional and like, if you're angry, shout at me, do that thing after I at least find out why you're angry. That is my idea. But a lot of the times people will interpret it as like, oh, Effy's really cold. She's sumatai. She doesn't care about me. She's like, why is she so calm about such a bad like situation? That's not what I really feel like. Blind date and random hookups are not the preferred method that ISTJ personalities use for finding potential partners. Okay, I'm not gonna read further. I'm gonna guess. My personal best way that I can think of to initiate a romantic relationship is probably starting from friendship, like maybe 1 or 2 years into the friendship, and you got to know them better, and then you can start, initiating some dating and then proceed into a relationship. I'm gonna start reading further now if that is true. So I prefer friends to romance. The risk and unpredictability of these situations has their alarm bells ringing, and being dragged out for a night of dancing at the club isn't going to happen without some serious reservation. ISTJ must prefer more responsible, conversative methods of dating, such as dinner with an interesting coworker, or in their more adventurous mood, a setup organized through a mutual friend. Yeah, a friend's friend is also better. Their ideal date will almost always include something that is familiar to their personality. Yeah, like going to karaoke or going to a movie is fine. or even playing games together is probably okay. Like going out to eat their favorite restaurant, anything outside of what is expected can cause ISTJ to feel stressed and uncomfortable. Two things that don't tend to nurture romance. People with ISTJ personality type approach relationship as with most things from a rational perspective, looking for compatibility and the mutual satisfactions of daily and long-term needs. I think only when the long-term need of two people fit, they can maintain a long-term relationship. This also includes that I don't think it's a good thing when one of the party likes the other party more. Like everything should be stable. Like they both have to contribute. They should share some kind of similar values. So yeah, I agree with that. And also like sometimes in like romance story, they don't take into consideration of social status, cultural difference, and money. I don't agree. Like a lot of couples and families I know which had a lot of issue is not because they're not true love, it's because they don't have sustainable money. This isn't process that they take lightly, and once commitments... Oh wait, where is it? This isn't a process they take lightly, and once commitments are established, they stick to their promise to the very end. ISTJ personality establish foundations, fulfill their responsibilities, and keep their relation functional and stable? Functional? What's functional? But as I said, a lot of the times when you are in a relationship, it's always easier to change yourself than to change the person, the other person. So, for example, you're in a friendship and like you're contributing 70% and they're only contributing 20%. I don't think you should blame on them. Maybe you should just cut your just cut your contribution. I mean, if you really like them, like you want them to still be your friends, maybe you should just cut your contribution to like 30% so that you kind of vary and they're still your friend and you won't feel uneven. That's generally how I do it. However, emotional satisfactions can be another matter. While ISTJ are able to provide surprisingly good emotional support, this only happens when they realize that it's necessary. People with this personality type are not naturally perceptive to others' emotion, not unless they are stated clearly, and a partner usually only says, "I'm angry," when it's too late to address the issue. Really? I don't know. I think I'm a good emotional support. Just not for myself. I don't like it. I feel like I sound so stable. This is not fun. This is not interesting at all. Oh, come on. What about friendship? People with ISTJ personality type are not spontaneous in their friendship. They are not talkative or particularly playful in their affection. I'm not playful, guys. I'm not playful. Oh my god. I'm gonna be a terrible VTuber. I think I'm playful. I'm not playful. You know, when I joined ARP, I asked my fellow friends to take their clothes off so I could like know their body better and become friends with them. I don't agree with that, okay? That is not true. I'm quite playful. This is pretty much the same as romantic relationship. It's not fun. I don't like it. We have anything more spicy, a little bit like more fun career path. I'm gonna guess like researcher or like accounting, something boring. Military officers. Military officers? What? Lawyer, judge, police officer, and detectives? Detectives? Really? Me? Detectives? I mean, that's kind of cool. Actually, my childhood dream was actually to become a lawyer. I gave up on that dream when I moved from China to like Australia because I feel like my English literature, my English by itself is not that good. Actually, my Chinese is not that good either because I had to jump between countries. So my language sucks. And if you study lawyer, you have to like read a lot of books and remember everything. I feel like I'm not able to do that. described herself as stable. Result, you are stable. Effy, this is not fun. Yes, I mean, look, I like stable. But I feel like I'm not naturally stable. It's more because I was in such a moving environment, like unstable environment as a kid. It resulted myself to actively seek stabilizing my life. But by nature, I'm still very playful. Well, I guess that you are the logical, very least non-affectionate source. Not non-affectionate? Really? Is that a bad thing in romance? No way. Wait, I don't want to be bad in romance, guys. I'm the god of love. I can't be bad. I think it makes sense too. Like as the god of love, it doesn't mean that I should be in a relationship. It's more like I have to find two people and match them. I'm a matchmaker. I'm not a lover. Oh, that's tragic. This is tragic. Oh my god. The backbone of society. I don't want to be the backbone of society. I'm a lazy bitch. I want to slack off. I want to slack off in a smart way. Not true. Okay, let me see my weakness. Stubborn. A little bit. It's really hard to persuade me unless like you have to like list out the things that I like and like persuade me line by line. If you try to persuade me with emotion, no way. You have to show me the stats. Calculate love through big data. Yeah, that's why I like talking to people, you know. I want to collect everyone's love story, understand the kind of matches that don't work out, what kind of matches would hurt people in their heart, what kind of matches turn out great. Insensitive. While not intentionally harsh, ISTJ often hurt more sensitive type feelings by the simple mantra that honesty is the best policy. Yeah, that's true. When I fight with my friend, when I have fights with my friend, sometimes, I mean, in cases where I win in a fight, not really with my friend, just through conversations in general, especially when I was younger, like a kid, I remember I would say something and they would just cry, and I don't even mean something like I swear to them. It's more like I say something calm. I'm like, you know, are you doing this? Trying to like revenge on me? But I'm not angry. That make your action useless. And they would cry and run off. I don't know why. I kind of recognized that I was insensitive when I was younger, and I tried to make up with it. I hope I did. I feel like I've severely improved in that matter. I've been more careful, and I would repeat many times if I'm gonna say something not completely good. Like for example, I would say something like, you know, I think you're very pretty, but you know, the outfit you're wearing can change, but I like that outfit that you wear on that day, the other day more. Like I really want to just say that I like the outfit more, but sometimes people can be really angry about things like that. Not that I do it now. This is more when I was younger. Judgmental, yeah. Prone to burnout, yeah. Useless. No. I don't know why she cried though. Like I think this is another like interesting story. So this was actually when I think I got bullied. I got bullied in primary school or middle school, and like someone throwed my bag down. Like from level 3, she throwed my bag down, and I was really confused because if she threw my bag down, she has to go down and get my bag back, right? And also she would have to like buy me things if she break my bag or anything in my bag. She'd have to pay for it. So I'm really confused why she would do that as like a type of bully to me. And I was like, are you trying to bully or revenge me? What are you doing? That's useless. You know, you're gonna get in trouble. The class is gonna start in 5 minutes. You know, go down there and get my bag back, or you're gonna be in trouble. Not like I'm gonna do anything. The teacher's gonna know if I don't have a bag. Bro, you're dumb. And then she started crying. I kind of remember that part of my memory. Hi, I'm new subscriber to your channel. May I practice English still from you because talking is simple to study English from me. Of course, no problem. Yeah, I'm kind of curious. What is my perfect match? What is my soulmate INTP? ISTJ. I mean, I was calm when it happened, but when I went home, I was crying so bad to my mom. I was like, oh my god, this is terrible. They're bullying me. I'm so sad. I have no friends. I want to transfer school. ESFP or ISTP. Wait, am I ISTJ? Yeah, I'm ISTJ. ESFP. What is that? Can I look at other personality types? ESFP? What's that? ESFP? ESFJ? Entertainer. Entertainer is a personality type with extroverted, observant, feeling, and prospecting traits. These people love vibrant experience, engaging in life eagerly, and taking pleasure in discovering the unknown. They can be very social, often encouraging other people to share activity. Wait, isn't that just an extrovert version of me? Live for each second without hesitation. I like the living with passion part. I really like people with passion and like follow their dreams. On spontaneous spirit. I don't know what that means. That's supposed to mean in a relationship. Okay, what's the other good match? ISTP. Who's ISTP? It's a personality type with an introverted, observant, thinking, and prospecting trait. They tend to have an individualistic mindset, pursuing goals without needing much external connection. They engage in life exquisiteness and personal skill, varying their approach as needed. Very weird. ISTJ soulmate ESFP, not vice versa. Like, you mean ESFP soulmate is ISTJ? Isn't the soulmate like two-sided? So if I'm your soulmate, you're also my soulmate? Oh, or is it like A is B soulmate, B is C soulmate, C is D soulmate, and it's like a cycle? That's bad though. That's terrible. That sounds so chaotic. Romantic. I like chaotic. I'm stable, but I like chaotic and I like fun. I like some fun. Oh, is that why? Is that why my soulmate is ESFP? So it's like, I'm stable, but I like some fun. So I should find someone who can give me some fun. Transitive relationships. Here we go. Dating people with the ISTP personality type is a tangled, complex, and interesting with alternating demand and general care, some frank conversations, and plenty of... What? That sounds like a lot. Nothing can be forced in ISTP relationship, but so long as they are giving the space they need to be themselves, they will gladly enjoy the comforts of a steady partner. That sounds so hard. Often leaving things unsaid? Yeah, no. No. I think the entertainer sounds better. You know, you want something to entertain you. Let's look at that. Your logical thought may hurt other introverts. I mean, I'm an introvert yourself, so actually perfect that you got some est. It's fine. Introvert is quite difficult. I'm an introvert. I think it's a sad thing to be an introvert. I think I'd rather be an extrovert if I was able to choose. But, you know, there's probably more introvert nowadays than extroverts. ESFP personality type. The spark of love. Tend to regard falling in love as the best part of the relationship. They remove most in the stages that involve intense emotions, passion, discovery, and excitement. I think, actually, for some reason, I feel like if I didn't go through the unstable childhood, I'll probably be an ESFP myself than an INTJ. Which is another interesting thing. So I agree. I feel like this type is probably my desired soulmate type. The rise of conflict? Emotionally oriented and sensitive people with the ESFP personality type often respond poorly to outside suggestions on how to manage their love lives. They respond even worse if criticisms come from their partner, and trying to take emotions out of the picture by telling them not to take this personally isn't helpful either. Slowing down and handling the situation better is a growth area for ESFP. Well, I am talking as an INTP. I was an INTP too, previously. My previous test, I was an INTP. I feel like they've changed it though. Wait. I'm confused. They added in more personalities, right? I'm an ISTJ. Is this even in the list? Huh. Wait, there's two? Oh, so I have changed. I have changed from the purple, this one, to this one. It's not really different, is it? Wait, what is the one that INTP? So the second one changed. What was my second one? Intuitive or observant? Oh, it's only 55%. That's why I shifted. Okay, makes sense. I think my previous score for this one is probably also quite low, so I shifted on that. Okay. What was I like more before? So before I had more imaginations before. Oh my god, damn it. Being a VTuber killed my imagination. You became more logical in your thought? No! Why? I'm a VTuber. What are you talking about? How could I become more down to earth by being a VTuber? Oh my god. Maybe because I wasted all of my imagination, so I'm like, I don't want to think about new things anymore. I'm just gonna observe people and like reflect it. Or maybe it's because when I was on my holiday, I was continuously looking around me and I'm like, I'm gonna record everything and I'm gonna share it with my friends, share it with my family, and I'm gonna share it on stream. Doing creative work leads to less creativity. Confirmed. No! Okay. That's bad news. That's bad news. That's unacceptable. But But hopefully next time when we do this test again, I'll get back some of my creativity. But thanks everyone for joining my stream today. I'm going to log off and because I have work tomorrow. But thank you all so much for coming. ありがとう。来てくれて嬉しいわ。开心大家来看我的直播。拜拜，再见啦。See you all. Good night.